the only show on YouTube that's basically a live stream of me becoming poor. Today we're unboxing a OnePlus 8 Pro. And oh my god, why is this box so big? What? Whew. Alright, let's get started with this ginormous box. Look at this thing. Oh my god, it's 2 beers tall. What on earth? Is this like the longboard version of a phone? I feel like I'm going to be disappointed if this thing's not a foot long. But I know it's a regular size. And I don't think there's any special things in here, so I'm really curious to see what's going on here. Well, let's get started. Looks like a little pulley tab. And get some of this little plastic wrap off. I like this box though, it's pretty cool. Like, I'm already imagining the animation I'll make. It'll be like a monolith from 2001: A Space Odyssey. Is it open? And I also got another Spagen case I'll put on there when I'm done. Alright, so inside this big box we have a big phone. Cool. Nice logo. Never settle. Not sure it quite means as much as it used to now that OnePlus phones are $900. A far cry from a $350 in the days of yesteryear. Even the $749 for the top of the line OnePlus 7 Pro. Can't remember what the 17 cost, but I'm sure it's more. This is the 12 gig, 256 gig storage version of the OnePlus 8 Pro. So we are getting maximum OnePlusitude. I guess that's a word that I made up. Pretty good so far. Let's see. Careful. Oh, no satisfying. Oh my goodness, that looks huge, enormous. Oh, they put a screen protector on. Okay, that's fine. So this is the, what is it called? Onyx Black, maybe? I don't know. So I honestly wanted the Glacier Blue, the new color, but it wasn't in stock. And I don't mind black. It looks very similar to my OnePlus 7 Pro. Not quite as iridescent. And honestly, so far this back is not as much of a fingerprint since magnet, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's see what else we got. What is the reason for this giant box? Is there gonna be something awesome in here? I don't think so, but let's see what they did. Let's see what they did with this. Okay. Oh, a TPU case. That's cool. Let's see. Yes. Oh, I like this. They actually put never settle along with this. So, let's see. Honestly, a lot of times the TPU cases that come in there just don't have good protection. Maybe we'll give this guy a try real quick. See what we think. Usually you want the raised edges around the side, especially on this curved glass. So, with some bumper protection there. None on the sides, but that's kind of what I expected, especially with a curved phone. Button placement's okay. See, they seem pretty responsive. So, honestly, that's a pretty good case. It's got a nice little matte kind of design on there that tapers off the edge. It says never settle. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with this. I might even use this for a while, see if I like it. It's pretty good. Got the usual OnePlus red cable, which honestly, I missed a little bit. I did. A nice red cable. I bought like a mag cable. It hasn't gotten here yet. Here's a OnePlus Warp charger. Slightly new design. Definitely has something on there. I hope that's supposed to come off. It looked like it's supposed to come off. If it's not, it's, blame whoever designed this thing. It's all the way around yet. Okay. Oh, that's nice. It's actually got 2 little indentations on the side that make it a little bit easier to come out of the wall. My poor eyes cannot see what this guy is rated at. So I think this is still a 30-watt phone, but who knows. So nothing super crazy for this big box, but nicely presented. This is actually pretty good. They have a plastic sheet on the inside helping it keep shape, and then it's got two little plastic pins holding together. That is good presentation, OnePlus. You get an A+ for this cable right here. And of course, again, red and white, looks great. Be very curious to see how fast this one charges. 30 watts. I'm guessing it's 30 watts. I can't read those time numbers. So let's go ahead, turn this guy on, and see what it's gonna look like. Doesn't look particularly bigger in my hand than my OnePlus 7 Pro was. I believe they've eked out like a tiny smidgen of space by shrinking the bezels just a little bit. So there you see you got the punch out for the selfie cam. Not my favorite thing, but having been using that Sony Xperia 1 Mark II for a couple weeks, I do miss this notification slider. I don't miss the fingerprint reader. Yeah. So I will go ahead and set this up a little bit, then we'll come back and just poke around a bit. So far, setup has been really easy. It actually installed everything in about 15 minutes, so really good. First impressions, man, this thing's fast. Like, you're not gonna get any of this out of this, but super smooth. In fact, I think it's so smooth it's honestly lost in my poor eyes. All of the good things are there. See, everything's still snappy, lots of customization. It even asks you to do that when you're signing in the first time. Let's check like what fonts you want, all kinds of cool stuff. I'm not gonna say that. I do like that as soon as I turned it on, it actually had the most recent update, had the Android security update for August. And this is cool, it's still August, so it's not that late. That's pretty quick, so I'm happy with that. Hopefully they'll keep that up. I don't remember them being too slow on the OnePlus 7 Pro, but it wasn't so fast I remarked about it. So the fact that it's in August is great. Let's see. This thing's down to 57%. So let's do our little thing. See if we can figure out what charging speed this guy is going to be. Ooh, yeah. That is some post-setup drain right there. For this particular use, but let's see if we can get it going. Boom. So I wouldn't expect full charge speed at 56%, maybe. So I'd be happy with 3,000 milliamp hours. Let's see what we get. 650. Now the phone is a little warm from all the setup, so it may not get too fast. Let's see. 2080. You can do it. 21. I think you have to be in the below 50% to get this fastest charging for these. So 2100 milliamps, so that's only about 10 watts, I think, ish. So nothing crazy yet. Still pretty quick. I'm really interested to see how well this performs cellularly. You'll see my thoughts on the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II in my next video. Maybe the one before this, who knows. Stuck in a time warp. But suffice to say, not super happy with that one, so curious to see if this is going to be better. So let's go ahead and try out some of these cases. I guess we can do a quick walk around. Boom. Very customizable. I do like that they've taken it out. They give you a couple different preset themes that are very easy to just apply, change it up. I'm generally using darker themes. This is nuanced dark. Not as much with the wallpapers. So where am I at? So I'm down here. And those are regular wallpapers, and they're all cool, but I really like their live wallpapers. And this time they're all pretty dark. Let's see, let's go to 7. Let's try red. That kind of fits the theme. Boom. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. So what we should get is, there we go. So that's pretty cool. You get two basically transitions. One when you turn it on. This is telling me I have an update. And some of the stuff I did miss is actually have the bandwidth you're using, which is always nice to know. Hey, is my internet working correctly? Is my cellular working correctly without having to pull out a different app or look at the signal strength? Anything like that. I do like they actually went back to the Google feed. They had their own thing, I can't remember what it was called, on the OnePlus 7 Pro. And none of it I found useful. It was just like shortcuts and stuff. There's nothing inherently good about it. I much prefer the Google feed. I think this is honestly, I like using Google News, so this is usually set up to kind of show me what I want, which is normally dumb comic books and physics. So there you go. So let's try some of these cases. This one came out pretty well. So they actually have a little lip that covers up and over, which is nice. So that should be pretty snug. Not as much lip perhaps on the bottom as I would care for, but with these curved edge phones, you're kind of screwed on drops anyway. So let's look at this Spigen Ultra Hybrid. This should be kind of a TPU with a stronger outer frame. So let's kind of very curious if this is going to have better protection than the other one, just because that's kind of their thing, and this is in line with the Rugged Armor series. You can see, keeping that dust out. Always a problem with TPU cases. Always filled with dust. And you're like, oh, my phone looks dirty on the inside. So, just gonna do this. We'll take off the back side. So definitely a little thicker. This guy off. So there you have it. Actually, I maybe a tiny bit more on the bottom edge and the top edge. Maybe actually a little less than the OnePlus case. So that's interesting. That's pretty sleek. Man, I actually think I might prefer the looks of this TPU case that came with it. That's kind of a first. I'll use the ones that come with them while I'm waiting on a case I really want, but this is kind of the first one that actually had like a little bit of design, some thought into it. But I also do like this case, so I'll probably try them both out and see. These buttons are pretty good. I did miss this slider. That's super useful. So that is pretty much my unboxing. Thanks for tuning in. I will give you my thoughts on this phone in a couple weeks probably. Catch you next time. So amusingly, when I plugged it in the second time after I took this camera off the tripod, you can see that the speed has cranked up quite a lot. So 5820 milliamps is about, that's just shy of 30 watts, so that is pretty much maximum charging, so that's pretty cool.